1, 2, 3, 4. Early one morning the sun was shining, I was laying in bed, wondering if she had changed at all, if her hair was still red. Our folks said our life together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like mama's homemade bread, papa's bank book wasn't thick enough. I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, headed out for the east coast. Lord knows I paid my dues just to getting through. I've been tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoning it out west. Gritting up on the docks at night, both agreeing that it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. I was so tangled up in blue. I took a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. But I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky for to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. All the while I was alone, the past wasn't far behind. I'd seen a lot of women, but she had never escaped my mind, and I just grew. I grew so tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I never stopped looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. Later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there by the back of my chair saying, "Don't tell me, let me guess your name." I muttered something underneath my breath, and she studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes. I grew so tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pie. She thought she'd never say hello. She said, "You look like the silent tide." Then she opened up a book of poems and she handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. Every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like they was written on my soul. From me to you, I grew so tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street, in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. But then he started in the dealing of slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell off everything she owned, and she froze up inside. Finally, when the bottom fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I still knew how to do was just to keep on keeping on, like a bird that flew. I was so tangled up in blue. All I was tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again. I got to get to her somehow. All the people that I used to know, they're like an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, others are carpenters' wives. I don't care how it all got started, and I don't know what you do with your life. Me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. Maybe we didn't always feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view. I'm still so tangled up in blue. I'm so tangled up in blue. Come on. I'm so tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue.